It all dates back to the year 1912. The biggest one-day event in the Dakotas, primarily known as Hobo Day, has reached its 103rd year. While to some it may sound like an odd holiday, it speaks nothing but tradition in Brookings. To Nick Wendell, it means more than that.
My favorite couple of hours of the year, like this is better than Christmas morning to me, is Hobo Day morning.
Wendell is the director of student engagement on campus and serves as an advisor on the Hobo Day committee. To top it all off, he served as Grand Poobah in 2001. He also knows quite a bit about the history of Hobo Day.
Really, the concept behind Hobo Day at what was then known as the Dakota Agriculture College came from a recent alum of the institution who had visited the University of Missouri. And when he was there visiting, he saw that their homecoming celebration was Hobo Day. And it brought former students together to celebrate with current students. It was a reason for family members to visit the institution. And when he was back visiting Brookings, he decided that that would be a great event for our college and for our community. And so he brought Hobo Day from Missouri to South Dakota.
Wendell says in the early 20th century, there were universities, usually in railroad towns, that had their own Hobo Day celebrations. But ours is the one that's stuck. Today, there are several parts of the original Hobo Day that remain. Traditions such as dressing like hobos, the Hobo Day parade, and bumming a meal still exist.
There are so many elements of Hobo Day that are historic and have traditional significance, and that is part of the magic of the event, is that for over 100 years now it has been entirely student-driven, and that there are still so many nuggets from those early days of Hobo Day celebrations.
But Hobo Day hasn't always been celebrated like it is now. Around 1990, there was always a theme to Hobo Day, such as hobos in space, or zombie hobos, or hippie hobos. It was in 2012, the 100th year of Hobo Day, where the committee decided to nix the themes and get back to tradition.
And really since 2012, the committee has embraced that concept that there's always a fun tagline. This year's happens to be always an adventure. Last year's was never stop wandering. So there's always kind of a cool and clever tagline attached to the event. Of course, there's uniqueness to every Hobo Day, but we look at, kind of the classic, original way to celebrate the Hobo spirit now.
Until the celebration begins, students can visit the Hobo Day Gallery and the Hobo Shop to get their Hobo fix. For the Jax Weekly Report, I'm Heidi Kronaizl.